Well, there have been some interesting changes taking place over at the Alberta Fish and Game Association. And I guess the biggest news to come out of the organization recently is that Kelly Carter has taken over the lead role. I'm not sure of your exact position, Kelly. Is it CEO, president, chief bottle washer? I'm not sure. Fill us in on that.
Well, those all sound good. Yeah, no, I'm chief executive officer is what they decided to call me when they brought me on.
And where did you come from? What was your background?
Well, previous to this, I came from the recreation industry, and I was the CEO of the Life Saving Society in Alberta and Northwest Territories, and had been with that position in the CEO role there for about 6 to 7 years, and worked with the Life Saving Society for about 10 years before that. And so have a great experience when it comes to water safety, drowning prevention, certification and program opportunities that are there in addition to public education and sport. So it's a pretty diverse portfolio that I had there. And coming over here, it's a really exciting kind of opportunity to be with another charitable organization and a not for profit, and kind of seeing how we can help kind of reinvent ourselves a little bit and grow as we set ourselves forward for the next set of challenges as we move out of this COVID-19 pandemic.
And those are all topics I want to get into, but I guess just before I do, would like to ask you what was it about the Alberta Fish and Game Association that attracted you to want to come and work for them?
Well, I guess started to hear a little bit of the organization as I was going through the CEO search process that the board had. And I was really excited about some of the opportunities that I saw kind of there. I like the not-for-profit aspect and the charitable aspect the organization had. I think the Wildlife Trust Fund is a huge attractant when we look at some of the work that's being done there and conserving these lands for future generations and providing access to everyone. But also when we look at some of the, I guess, items of importance more recently with the COP15 conference that was happening in Montreal. We know that this conservation of land is an extremely important area for government and society kind of moving forward. And so I really liked the work that the AFGA was doing in that area of stuff. I also like the membership base, and you know it's a large organization that spans from corner to corner to corner of the province, and I figured there's a lot of opportunity here for growth within the organization, and I wanted to be one of the people that are here to help make that happen.
And of course, you mentioned the pandemic, and that has been such uh, a terrible situation for a whole bunch of reasons. But I guess for organizations like yours, one of the things that really did was eat into memberships and being able to meet in person and do all the fundraising activities. When you look in the rear view mirror and look forward, what are some of the tactics you feel that need to be employed to crawl out of that scenario?
Yeah, I think one of the things that COVID kind of brought about was that it allowed businesses and organizations to take a good hard look in the mirror and kind of say, who are we and what do we do and how are we going to do this moving forward? It pushed organizations to, I want to say, reinvent themselves to some extent, but to really drive the business and how we do business in a more efficient means. And so when I look at, you know, we were joking a little bit as we started this about Zoom and how easy it is to meet and connect with people where we used to do a lot of that stuff in person. It there's so many things I think that I've seen from the pandemic that have been beneficial. Well, we know there's lots of challenges that have gone with it, and it was not easy to kind of go through. And in hindsight, the how organizations function moving forward, I think will be different and will be better for the organization as we come out of it.
And of course, right now you are in the middle of looking for new volunteer executives, right from the president down through the various portfolios that are represented within the AFGA, whether it be hunting, fishing, or environmental chairs. That's kind of exciting. That all of you are kind of coming to the table with varied backgrounds and interests.
Yeah, I think it'll be great. We just had that expression of interest go out for people to begin to share that with the organization. And we're also planning our first in-person conference since kind of the pre-COVID timeframe. So that's really exciting, and it's going to be at the Edmonton Renaissance Hotel at the airport this year. Beautiful venue, and we're just getting such amazing support from them as well to host this. So we're just excited to get an in-person conference going again, to have the AGM in person again, to do that call for nominations, and hopefully, get some really good, talented individuals on the board. And I'm excited to kind of see where things go here in February.
Of course, one of the things Alberta Fish and Game known for, Kelly, is the various programs that you run, whether they be out at Narrow Lake or they're kid orientated opportunities. Can you talk a little bit about what may be in the offering as we look closer to warmer days here in Alberta?
Yeah, I think organizationally we're excited, to have those programs that we've had in the past, and we're looking at how we continue to support those programs so that they can continue to be available and to evolve them kind of as required with the times, so that we can keep the delivery of those happening and them being accessible. But we're also looking for new program opportunities as well, and kind of additional programming that can be done, whether it's with children, youth, or adults. And there's a few different kind of ideas that we're working through right now, and hopefully some new supports that'll be in place in the new year here to help support that development and delivery of them.
How important is it to you when it comes to collaborative approaches? I mean, Alberta's got a number of not-for-profit and conservation groups, and they go from HIA to the Backcountry Hunter and Anglers to Trout Unlimited, Ducks Unlimited, Pheasants Forever, Alberta Conservation Association. Maybe talk about your vision when it comes to working with all of those groups.
Yeah, I think it's wanting to continue to support those relationships so we have strong relationships between the different groups that are there. As a sector, it's really important that we have one voice or a strong voice coming forward in regards to conservation and those activities that are taking place. And it's kind of that idea that rising waters will lift all ships. And so the more that we're supporting each other, the more successful we'll all be kind of in the future as we move forward.
All right. Well, listen, I know you got an awful lot on your plate. And plus to boot, we're just about at Christmas time, Kelly. I really thank you for this opportunity and a chance to introduce you to a wider audience, I suppose, and wish you nothing but continued success and the best of luck in the future at the Alberta Fish and Game Association.
Yeah, thank you very much, and hopefully we'll get to see you in person one day, maybe at the conference.
Look forward to it. You bet.
All right, take care.